you drowning in an ocean of intense affection, extravagant gifts, and constant attention from a new partner? Could this be a passionate romance or a case of love bombing? Today we'll unravel the truth behind this unsettling dating trend. Stay tuned. I feel like I've been hearing this phrase used often lately. I'm pretty sure you have too. It's a word I keep hearing over and over again. People saying that they're being love bombed, or it's love bombing. In the modern realm of dating, it's a plethora of terms used to describe various behaviors, and this is one term that we're hearing pretty frequently now. With it being a term that you've never heard before or possibly heard before, the ramifications are still the same. You have probably experienced it. It sounds like it might be poetic or exceedingly romantic, but love bombing is definitely far from being a healthy demonstration of what love truly is. It's oftentimes manipulative and a tactic that's employed by narcissists and other types of people with manipulative tendencies. So, what is love bombing? Love bombing refers to the practice of showering someone with excessive affection and attention in an attempt to influence or control them. These actions are often not backed by genuine feelings of love, but are rather superficial and over-exaggerated expressions. The manipulator overwhelms the target with loving words, actions, and behaviors as a manipulation tool. At the start of a relationship, it's typical for partners to exhibit high levels of affection. However, love bombing differs in the intensity and speed at which it happens, providing an emotional high. Some of the signs of love bombing that may be occurring in your relationships are excessive flattery. A love bomber will give you excessive compliments, they'll place you up on a really high pedestal, and they'll make you feel like you're special and that they'll make you feel like you're unique. Oftentimes, they'll expect for you to give them an immediate commitment and express intense feelings and want a committed relationship extremely fast. They'll want to make future plans and insist on having long-term relationship goals sooner than expected. They'll have persistent communication, and it'll seem like they really don't ever let you have a free moment to yourself. They'll constantly text you, constantly call you, constantly want to have some way of keeping themselves at the forefront of your mind and essentially keeping tabs on you. Once we get past the persistent communication, a lot of the times they'll distract you with extravagant gifts and try to win over your attention and your affection. Maybe they'll buy you a new car, maybe they'll buy you bags, maybe they'll buy you shoes. It could be something that is just extraordinarily overwhelming and to the extent of really being kind of overbearing. Maybe it's not even a special occasion, it's just something they just keep doing over and over again. It's a form of manipulation. I mean, if I'm giving you gifts all the time and doing all these wonderful, excellent, superb things for you, it could easily be misconstrued as being love and affection and caring when the reality is it's just pure manipulation. The next thing they might try to do is isolate you from your friends or your family, wanting you to spend more time with them. And this tactic is often used to assert domination and control. Because if they can get you away from your friends and your family and get you away from people that truly know you and care about you and actually do love you, you probably won't realize some of the negative things that are happening to you, maybe even losing your own self-identity, your own self, because you're too busy being absorbed by this other person. And although it seems like it's this intoxicating whirlwind of affection that's happening when it comes to love bombing, there's definitely some adverse effects. There's skewed power dynamics oftentimes. When someone goes out and they buy you a house or a car, or they constantly give you money, or they're constantly showering you with gifts, it makes you feel like in debt to them in a way, and it can make them think that you possibly owe them something more than what you would feel or more than you would owe if you were in a relationship that was on equal grounding. When you bring to the table parts of your relationship and another person brings to the table parts of the relationship, it can be more of an equal platform and an equal condition and an equal relationship that's mutually beneficial to both parties that are involved. Being love bombed actually hampers your own emotional health. It can lead you to being anxious, it can leave you confused, and it can actually leave you with low self-esteem. What if that relationship doesn't work out with the love bomber and you proceed to move into another relationship with another person, and when you get with that other person, you feel like if they're not showering you with gifts, that their love and their affection is not true, and it has nothing to do with that. It's just that you've been love bombed, and it's not realistic. It's something that narcissistic people will do, really, because their dominance over you is about their own self-worth. It has nothing to do with your own self-worth. It also leaves you in a perspective and in a position to be abused. It can turn into a cycle of abuse. When they want you to do something for them, they love bomb you. They shower you with affection, love, gifts, extravagant trips, things like that. And if they feel like you're not giving them what they want, then they pull their affection away. This can cause you emotional distress. They also may use intermittent reinforcement and alternate between this abuse and affection to control you and manipulate you. The main thing to really think about and consider is that you recognize when you're in a situation that is love bombing and figure out a way to deal with it. Try to take some space and assess the situation and be in an objective standpoint. You may want to seek out support from trusted friends or possibly even get professional counseling. You'll need to learn how to establish boundaries and maintain your independence, and always keep your perspective at the forefront of your mind about who you are, what you want, where you're trying to go with your relationships. And remember that healthy love is patient, and healthy love respects your boundaries, and healthy love develops over time instead of being a surge of overwhelming emotions and affection. And as the age-old saying goes, if something is too good to be true, probably is. Understanding love bombing helps us to be cautious of such manipulative tactics and safeguards our emotional well-being in the pursuit of love. Thanks for watching.